Good morning, stamping friends. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty well, gearing up for another hot day in Arizona. If you can believe this, on Saturday and Sunday, it is supposed to be 116 degrees. Yes, 116. That's like when you open your oven door on warm. So I figured maybe I'll make some pizookies on my sidewalk. I don't know, or try the fried egg thing, but oh my gosh, this is hot. So anyway, that's a day in the life of someone from Arizona. So I'm pretty excited for today because I'm finally gonna launch my Christmas retreat in a box. Normally I do this as a face-to-face event, but you all know the story of everybody's life right now. Everything is put on hold or canceled, so I really didn't want to cancel this retreat. So my friend Susanna and we came up with this retreat in a box. So I'm going to show you the graphic, and after the FaceTime Live today, then I will put the links on, and you're going to want to make sure and sign up soon because we are doing a limited amount of kits, and once it sells out, it sells out. We're not doing a wait list or anything. So make sure that you sign up as soon as you can, and I will put the link on my blog and on my Facebook page. So let me turn my camera around, and also we're going to do a make and take today. So hang in there and I'll show you a fun project. So let me switch this. And it seems so weird to be doing Christmas projects already. We're getting the catalog a month early this year, and other years I've always said, oh, I wish we got it early, and then it really happened, and I'm thinking, oh man, it seems like it's so fast. Whoopsie, I accidentally hit that. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Okay. I think that's good. So I always put my host code up here for when I do the project. And if you see anything you like, I would love it if you are ordered from my online store and then use that host code. All right. This is the 5th annual Cozy Craft Retreat. This is the pandemic edition. And Susanna came up with this little graphic. Isn't that cute? The little gnome. And there is a gnome set in the catalog if you haven't seen it yet, but that is one of the treats that you'll be getting in with this retreat. So make sure you don't order that unless you want a double set. Okay, so the date of the retreat in the box will be shipped out by September 21st. That will give me enough time to create and come up with some amazing projects. I already have one in my head that I'm dying to try, but I have to prioritize, and I need to do a few other things first, but it's going to be so much fun. Then the cost is going to be $110, and then if you want it shipped, there's an additional charge, and all that's on the registration page. If you are local and want to pick it up at my house, then it's just the straight $110. The deadline to register is August 1st because I am definitely going to be ordering on day 1 that we can from the new holiday catalog. So please register by then. Now your fee for the retreat includes a lot of product. We're going to pack this filled with product from the new holiday catalog. And the 2 stamp sets that you're going to get are called Gnome for the Holidays. It's the darling little gnome set. It's not that graphic, but oh, just wait till you see it. It's so stinking cute. You know me, I love gnomes anyway. And then the Banner Year stamp set, which is a really nice stamp set because it has a lot of holidays in that. And really, I'm going to try to use those 2 sets. I'll be using more dies and cutouts this time because I know that, you know, you're not going to want to have to purchase 20 stamp sets to do this retreat. So I'm really going to limit it, and it'll make it easier for you. You'll have to use your own ink, but, you know, it's pretty basic colors, I think. So, but as it gets closer and I create the things, I'll let you know if there's some other things that you might need. But like I said, I'm really going to try to concentrate on these 2 so that you don't need a lot of other supplies. There's going to be projects galore, and of course there'll be an instructional PDF that will have large pictures and easy to follow instructions. And if you've purchased any of my previous tutorials, you know what I'm talking about. Then there's an adorable custom tote bag. Oh my gosh, it's like no other that I've done before. And like I said in my earlier video, the bag alone is going to be worth it for the whole retreat because it is so cute. So I will admit this is my favorite one. And then a very special gift, that's kind of my trademark or whatever. I like to put something special set apart from anything else, and I've already figured out what that is, so just know that there's a special gift above and beyond all the products and projects that you will be getting. There's a few things to note. This is not an online virtual event. We're not going to be meeting by Zoom or Facebook Live. It's going to be just whenever you want to do it in the comfort of your own home. I know a lot of people that are talking about this. They're going to gather, you know, like 3 or 4 of their friends and do it together in a home where they can safely social distance. And so that's an option. If you and some of your friends want to gather, that would be a really fun thing to do. So just know that it's not a virtual retreat. It's a retreat in a box. When you sign up, make sure that you check whether you want it shipped or not, because if you forget to check that, I can't go in and adjust that. So just make sure that you check the box that you want it shipped. The retreat boxes, they're going to be the same for everyone. You can't customize and say, well, I already have that stamp set. It's, you know, everyone's going to get the same thing. Now, if I send it to you and you do have it already, then it'll be up to you if you want to exchange it at Stampin' Up. I'll give you the order number, so you just download a paperwork and send it in, and they'll exchange it for you. But that's not going to be through me, and so that's why I'm giving you plenty of warning before the catalog goes live, so that if you want these 2 stamp sets, make sure you don't order those and wait for the retreat. Then like I said before, there's a limited number, so make sure you don't delay. It's first come, first served for this retreat, and no wait list is available. So the non-refundable full payment is required for your retreat in the box, and like I said, August 1st is the deadline. And if you have any questions, make sure you email us at the new email address. We decided that it's best to have our own address so that we can always refer back to emails or answer questions. So Susanna, my friend who's helping me, and one of us will get back to you on that. And this event will be like no other that you've seen before. So watch for the links, and I really hope you consider this. I can promise you, you will not be disappointed. All right, the next thing is real quick. Remember, my So Much Happy class is nearing the deadline for signups. That's July 10th is the last day you can sign up. And then I won't go through all these listings, but we have option A, which is pretty much the works. Option B is pulling out the bundle, the stamp set and dies, but you get all the embellishments. And then option C is the PDF only. So, and let me quick show you the projects again. This is a cute little happy birthday gift set with a cute tag, and I even put the recipe if you purchase the Betty Crocker mug treat, and they have different flavors of that, and it's pretty easy to find a cute mug. I love Rae Dunn, so I have a happy birthday one. If you like Rae Dunn, you can get Rae Dunn at TJ Maxx or Marshall's Home Goods store. So anyway, and then inside here is the cake mix and the frosting, and there's a little candle up there. Candle will not be included because with 116 degrees, you are not going to want to find this mess in your mailbox. So minus the candle, but you know candles are pretty easy to find, and they come in all different colors. And then the projects. First, we have a little camper card that opens here with the door, and the little shade that's 3D, and just a really cute retro camper. The next one is a fun little design with the split here in the middle with DSP underneath, and then this is raised up, so this is actually higher than the background with cute little punches. This paper pack is so pretty. I was going to see if I have it right here by me. I made these cute little samplers. Our team did this so that you can see all the pretty DSP. Isn't that nice? Look, and then all the coordinating colors are here, and this is the one that is used on the card that I just showed you, and that was the camper. But isn't that fun? And you'll get this in option A and B. The next card is the Eclipse technique where you die cut right smack on top of the paper that you're using, and everything is raised up, but you can see the design all the way through. So I love that technique. I use that one quite a bit. And then the last one is a happy birthday card, and this is raised up from the background, and just a fun little pretty simple birthday card, but it has some interesting elements to it, and these are the resin dots that come with it if you get option A and B. All right, that should do it for that. One more little mention here is it is bonus days, so make sure that if you order anything, try to get to at least the $50 increment, because for every $50 you spend, you will get a $5 coupon that's redeemable in August. You can use it August 4th through the 31st, which means you can put it towards the holiday catalog. Now remember, if you sign up to be a demonstrator, with which I'd love to share with you, you can order from the new catalog right now. So let me know, and I'll help you navigate through the holiday catalog so that you can pick out some brand new things that customers can't even purchase yet. But as a demonstrator, we get to do that. All right, the stamp set I'm going to use is, I'm going to show you the So Much Happy again, because this is the stamp set that comes in that class that I just showed you about. It's the So Much Happy class to go. And then just as a reminder, these are the dies that go with it. They're upside down because they stick better when you put them upside down. But isn't that a cute little banner? I put that on the camper card, and just a really great kind of basic classic set that you should keep in your stash, because I would say, I don't know if you agree with me, but the most type of card that I send out are happy birthday. So, all right. I think this time I'm going to show you the card at the end. You'll just watch me build it as we go. We're going to start with a piece of cardstock, and this is 8.5 by 5.5. And I scored it on the long side in half at 4 1/4. So it's just kind of a basic card base. No fancy folds on this one. And then the next thing we're going to do is cut out the happy out of white. And this, I also use the thick cardstock. And this is 5 inches. I'm just going to double check, by 3 3/4. And just die cut that out, and I went about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom, and then just center it as best as you can left to right. So that's our little happy, and we are going to set this on here and center it but not adhere it yet, and I'll tell you why in a second. So once you figure out where the center is, then I want you to take a piece of designer series paper. This is from what was the name of that cardstock? Oh, I put it away already. Playing with Patterns cardstock. And this is 1.5 by 5.5 inches. And what you want to do is put some adhesive on the back. And again, line this up where it goes, but don't tape it down yet. And then we want to center this right underneath where it's going to go, so that it's halfway in between there, like that. It'll go the full length of the card. I think that looks pretty good right there. Okay. Now, oh gosh, that's a little bit crooked. Let me lift that up. If you lift it before it's been setting a while, usually it comes up pretty good. I want to just straighten that out a little bit. That looks better. Okay, now we are going to stamp on this, and because this is going to be on dimensionals, that's why I'm going to stamp before I put it on the front of the card. And I want it to say happy to know you, so we are going to use one of the new in colors called Misty Moonlight. I have been using this color to death, if you've noticed on some of my FaceTime lives. Now, don't mind the gray as I go inside the camera so I can line it up better. That's just something I'm going to have to do because I hate when I stamp and it's crooked. All right. Happy to know you. Now, I put the dimensionals on the back already. And this one I put a few more than I normally do. Normally I just put them in the corners, but because I really want this to pop up everywhere, I'm putting a few more. And these are so tiny. I don't know if you get like how many do you get in a pack? Like 300 or something? It's a lot, so you can be generous. All right, now we're just gonna center that on what we just did. And let's see, that looks pretty good right there. All right, now I cut out a couple balloons. Aren't these fun colors in here, by the way? We have the Misty Moonlight and Coastal Cabana, Purple Posy. We're gonna do the balloon, and I wanted to put a little string on here. Isn't that tiny? It's so fine. And let me get a glue dot out here to adhere that. I'm just gonna put that on the very back of the balloon. Let me grab my picker tool. All right, so just put a little glue dot right at the bottom of the balloon. And then let's put it, just kind of have it going like that. All right, now this one we're putting on just regular dimensionals. We just want it popped up one layer. And let's put it about like this. And if it's too long, let's snip it off a little bit. Let me get my, there. It's not hanging off the edge. Now we're gonna take the smaller, oh, that was in Purple Posy, by the way. Now let's do the same thing and put the string on the back of this one. This one's a tiny little balloon. And rather than having the little twist in the balloon go the same identical one, we're gonna put it up a little bit higher. Let me trim off a little bit of the top. I don't want them to match exactly. So we'll just go about right, let's flip it the other way. Let's go about right like that. And this one, I want it to pop up higher than the one with dimensional. So I'm gonna use the foam adhesive strip, and this is about double the thickness of a dimensional because I want it to go up a little bit higher. So let's just kind of park it right about here. Layer it just a little bit. All right, now you probably can't really see it from where you're at, but this one is a little bit higher, so you're gonna get a lot of dimension on this. Now, if you're like me, this happy is getting a little bit lost in here because it's white and it's a little busy. So I went and cut it one more time. I die cut it on the Misty Moonlight, and I just made a little bit of a border here, and I already snipped off this side, which, you know what, I'm gonna do it on the bottom side too. And I'll show you how you don't have to cut these all individually. So just place it anywhere on your trimmer, and then just put the, you can see where it's gonna cut. It's the little valley here. And then just place it, and then now you just cut it, and they're all gonna be apart like this. All right, let me set that to the side here. Now we are gonna take our liquid glue, and we are gonna one by one glue these right on top of the white letters as our guide. This will take a little bit of time, but I'll just chit chat with you while I'm doing this. Let me get my dry gunk out of there. So just don't put too much on here, because don't you hate when the glue spurts out and then you have stuff that you have to use our magic eraser that will get it out. All right, so what I did was I offset it to the right just a tiny bit. That one's not enough, you can't see that background. So it just kind of makes it, give it more of a layered look here. You wouldn't have to do that, but I just thought it gave a little bit of interest. Let me poke that in there. I think I'm actually getting low in this glue. You know what's funny is every time I do FaceTime Lives, you all know something happens. So maybe this is the time that my glue is going to run out, and I really do not have a backup here. It's in another room. So let's see. Feels kind of, oh, here it comes. All right, offset it just a tiny bit. And these letters are so fun. I just love die cuts with alphabets. My next one on my list is the alphabet one that I think they might be a little bit smaller than this, but I like using the alphabet because you can do a lot with that and make it say anything you want. All right, one more letter here. All right, we are almost done with this card. There, see how it offsets that, and you can read it a little bit better now. Now the only other thing I added to this was a few of these fun little resin dots, and whoops, take the lid off first before you use the rubbery side. This side has like a rubber on it, and that's how you pick up things. Like if you're working with like pearls or rhinestones or even these resin dots, and you just slide it and then it'll pick it up. And it's kind of just like an extension of your finger. And so let's go here with one. I'd like to work in threes. Then we'll go the, let's do the middle size. And then put one here. And then we'll go with this size. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different sizes here. And then one right down here. All right, that is our completed card. Happy to know you. Isn't that fun? Like I said, I love the color combination. So here's my house code, and I hope you consider this stamp set or the class to go. This is not one of the cards that is included in it, but I'm going to have the free PDF on my blog and on my Facebook page. And then make sure you sign up for that Cozy Craft Retreat, because I would love to send you a retreat in a box and get that to you so you can get started on your holiday projects. I can promise you're going to love this retreat in a box. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a great rest of your week, and we will catch you again on Friday morning. See you then. Bye-bye.